There is a lot of relief, but also a lot of questions about the man with the gun who started shooting inside a Duncanville kids sports camp venue. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. The relief is that none of the kids, or anybody else for that matter, was hurt except for the gunman who was shot and killed. This is an 11-year-old mugshot. His name is Brandon Ned. He was 42 when he died. He had a criminal history and shouldn't have had a gun. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager learned more about him and talked with a mother who had a very close call right when it started. Peyton.
Yes, Steve, I spoke with a mother who was one of the first to dial 911 moments after Brandon Ned pulled out a gun. And when Ned was questioned why he was there, he allegedly said he was looking for a woman.
I'm just happy to be alive today, seriously.
Tuesday, Diana Vasquez says she's struggling to relive the tense few minutes trapped inside the Duncanville field house. She and her 11-year-old twin boys were standing just feet from convicted felon 42-year-old Brandon Ned, who now has been identified as the gunman who was killed in a police shootout Monday morning while a summer camp was underway. This is a previous mugshot from a 2011 conviction. Vasquez was at the front counter paying for her boys' lunches.
To be honest with you, he didn't pose a threat when he came in. I thought he was another parent. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't expect him to pull out the gun.
However, Vasquez says Ned started to attract attention, lighting a cigarette and asking people if they needed food or water. That's when she remembers one coach asked if Ned needed help.
He specified he was waiting on a lady or looking for a lady or something.
Vasquez heard a second coach walk up and ask Ned to smoke outside.
The guy grabbed something, and then the coach said, "Do you have a weapon on you?" And he said, "Yes, you want to see?" And he pulled out the gun, turned on a laser beam on it, and he aimed it at the coach.
Vasquez grabbed her boys, dialed 911, and ducked into a nearby room.
Once we got back there, before they closed it, was the first gunshot.
Duncanville police say Ned then fired a second shot at a locked classroom packed with children. Officers arrived and found Ned where the basketball courts are. Police shot and killed him there. No children, staff, or police were injured. Vasquez heard the exchange of gunfire, holding her boys.
I lost my brother to gun violence 4 years ago, and I didn't want my mom to have to get that call again, you know? Especially about her daughter and her grandkids.
According to public records, Ned has a lengthy criminal record. Ned served time for intoxication manslaughter more than a decade ago. He also was convicted for cocaine possession. Fox 4 confirmed Dallas ATF is assisting the Texas Rangers to trace how the gun ended up in Ned's hands and whether it's been used in other crimes. And as a convicted felon, it would be illegal for Ned to have a gun. However, investigators have not released anything about a possible motive or who specifically he might have been looking for. Ned's address, according to public records, is less than 5 miles from the field house. Fox 4 visited his home Tuesday afternoon. A woman answered the door, said no comment, and asked us to leave.
They were standing closer to him than I was.
Diana Vasquez says it was difficult to drop off one of her boys at camp on Tuesday. Her other twin wasn't ready. For now, too scared to go back.
You're grateful for their life, you know, that they're still here.
Camp did resume today at a different location with an increase in security. Vasquez also tells me that Ned was carrying some type of bag, and that's where he was storing the handgun until he pulled it out and opened fire. Steve and Heather, back to you.
So emotional, Peyton. Thank you.